Welcome back to Spyro the Dragon. In this episode, we are going...
Oh, I feel much better now that so many dragons have been rescued. Jump in the balloon, and I'll show you the Dreamweaver's world.
To the Dreamweaver's world, that's where we are going. Also, before this episode started, I tried fixing my backrest, since I now record sitting on my bed with a back pillow and two normal pillows behind it to give me some support, so my back doesn't kill me. And while I was fixing the back pillows, I decided to bend my arms weird, and I cramped my shoulder. Or possibly pulled a muscle in my shoulder. Well, it still hurts a tiny bit, nothing too bad. I knew while I was doing it, I was like, Jordan, why are you doing this? You're gonna pull a muscle because you're bending your arms weirdly. And I did. So I really have to listen to myself and don't just bend in weird ways. Anyway, welcome to Dreamweavers, even though we haven't really seen much of the level yet. Ah, it's so pink, look at it. It just looks really fun. I don't know, I think I really like how they did Dreamweavers in this game, so... As you will see, Dreamweavers deals with dreams. Even though it kind of deals with magic too, because it doesn't look like Magic Crafters, it's just a similar concept to Magic Crafters. Except in this level, there's that guy with a cannon up there, shooting enemies and making them big or small. The big or small really only matters with these guys here. If they are big, obviously you cannot hurt them, since you cannot charge or flame big enemies, and there's also no ice. So you kinda can't kill them unless they're small. Also, Dark Passage, that is a fun level. That's actually the level we are going to be taking on after I complete the homeworld. Dang, I feel like I need to take a big breath there. Maybe I'm talking a little bit too much this episode. Gotta calm down, not talk my head off. Anyway, yeah, you can't really do much with those guys right now. We are going to have to go and we're gonna have to basically take control of the cannon, which is not as hard as it might sound, per se. It's pretty easy. Now, after we destroy those and get the gems, which, for some odd reason, the explosive didn't despawn fast enough, we're about to get this dragon.
Welcome to the Dreamweavers, young one. While chasing Nasty's minions in this world, you must expect the unexpected and prepare for what is not there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to prepare for what is not there. I mean, Lofty Castle's pretty cool. Honestly, a lot of the levels in this level, even though they look really happy, are kind of dark themed. Well, especially Dark Passage, but Lofty Castle is definitely not dark themed. It is a nice, calming theme. I guess calming, I mean, there are some enemies with balloons that are kind of a pain to take out, but that is besides the point. Luckily, as we get here, that robot is going to make all of those enemies small. He doesn't do it just because you're coming that way and... Oh, did I get a charge through 3 armored fools in a row? Well, nice, okay. I assume they did that just because of that area. That's pretty cool. This is the boss, Jacques. Pretty cool level. It is kind of hard to get through Jacques. I know I said Metalhead was like the most boss level there is, but no, Jacques is definitely the most boss level. I mean, is the most boss level, if that makes sense. When you're taking on Jacques, oh my god, the level's really big, and there's 2 paths. It's really cool, but it's also weird at the same time, and frustrating if you want to get all the gems. If you only want to just get the boss, or at least beat the boss and finish the level, it's really freaking easy. But other than that, it's kind of hard. Also, I realized there's not many cannons in this game. There's this cannon here, and then I believe there's one cannon in the homeworld of Peacekeepers. I don't know why they don't do more with cannons in this game. It's a cool concept. Also, I believe we have to hit that person with the cannon, because I don't think the enemy on this cannon would hit them either way. And I don't know why I turned that back around. I'm pretty sure I got everything. Oh, can I get... Thank you. Kind of aggroes to the cannon whenever you get by it, so it's a little annoying. But I did notice there were gems here, so that's why I went back down. And there is another dragon on this platform. Also, fun, weird thing. When I thought of Spyro the Dragon and how when I was younger I wanted a remake of the game, I thought of this level in particular, just because I thought it would have looked cool on, at the time, the PS3. And now, the Xbox One and PS4.
Hello, Spyro. Nicely done.
I'll be done when I've toasted that nasty Nork.
That's the spirit, Spyro. That is the frickin' spirit once we toast that Gnasty Gnork, as they call him. I don't know why they sometimes call him Gnasty Gnork and other times just Nasty Nork. It's really weird. I think it's just the way some voice actors worked in the original game, so they kind of just kept with it. I don't know. And here's Haunted Towers. Honestly, not as crazy with the supercharge as Treetops, but that level does deal a decent bit with supercharge. It's kind of cool, to be fair. It's just, it can be a little annoying, especially when you're a young kid and have no idea how to get to certain areas. Anyway, this is the last dragon, I believe.
The fools you see in this world are invincible, but that does not mean they shouldn't be attacked.
Sounds all right to me.
What this guy is mentioning, also, I was right, all dragons found, he was mentioning these fools. You cannot kill the fools, but if you hit them, they do activate certain things. Like that one will make this platform lower so you can get a 5 gem and also a life. That's all he does. There are other fools in this level and in this homeworld, well, in the homeworld and the levels in general, but other than this level and Jacques, you don't do much with the fools. Like, they are in Dark Passage, but as you will see, they're not used for much, and they're also not annoying. But oh my god, in this homeworld and also the Jacques level, or just Jacques, I don't exactly know how I want to call it, oh my god, is it a pain in the butt to get those fools. Jacques takes it, like, a level further. I'm trying to, like, say as much without, like, spoiling too much. Oh, goodness. Thought I was going to get hit by them. I don't want to spoil too much, but let's just say those fools are annoying. Now, going over here, as you know, you can only get through here if you hit those guys with the cannon. There are some more of those fools. And honestly, this is all just to get to the flight level. And are you okay over there, guy? I can probably just hit them easily like that. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, can I... Oh, I forgot. I need to, like, get onto this, then get onto that platform, get onto this platform, and... Oh, can I... Ooh, nice. Just in time. But yeah, it does suck. Usually I would do the flight level first, just because it takes so much time just to get to the flight level that I'm usually like, fuck it, I don't want to do that again, I'm just going to go and take it on. Also, is that a... What is that random floating thing on that island? Just a little tiny floater. Huh. I don't know, it's something. Now, how many gems do I have? Okay, 268. It is getting close to the number I need. That probably heightened it a lot. Oh, I only need... only 2 more. Oh, dang. Where would those 2 gems be? I really hope I didn't miss something. It sucks because it's probably a green gem, and as you know, green gems and grass blend in so much, it's freaking crazy. Now, it might have been around here. Ah, dang. Of course, the day that I'm on a slight time crunch, I have a gem that I can't find. Like, that's really fun. Now, you know, I'm just gonna cut until I find that gem. It should not, hopefully, take too long. Oh, there they are. Oh, geez, that kind of caught me by surprise. I was looking for a green gem, and all of a sudden, Sparks was just grabbing 2 gems. Dang, that did not take too long. I'll probably put how much time it took, like, recording-wise, because it wasn't too long. So thank you. I did not have another wizard peak, which, trust me, I know I've mentioned Wizard Peak so many times in this Let's Play. It's just, oh my god. I hope I never have to deal with a level as, well, I like Wizard Peak. It's just, that enemy despawn really just messed up my mood, and I did not like it. But we are here in Dark Passage, which, as you'll see, not too dark. It's kind of pretty light. Okay, it is a little dark when you get in here. Now these guys, these grand ol' enemies, react to this little fool. He kind of just like lights and delights, or turns on the light, turns off the light, but if you flame him, he will turn into a light for a longer time, and will make it so these dogs and turtles do not, well, turn into big, ferocious enemies. Because you can't hurt the big turtle if the light is off. Because, as I mentioned before, big enemies with armor can't really do much. Now, I'm not going to mention that much more because I've mentioned that a lot. And I'm sure you guys are tired of me constantly mentioning that. But yeah, this whole level is basically just that, plus those demon guys, for some reason.
The enemies here can be quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
I'd rather flame the fools.
Now you're thinking.
I really like that dragon, not because he's big and because he's, like, laying on his tail, but because that conversation really does give a lot, even if you don't think it does. Because it shows that you can either wait for the fools to turn the light on, or you could flame them, and everything will be good. And that's because some of these fools never turn they never turn on the light, which means that you have to purposely flame them so they can turn on the light so you can damage them and get the gems. It's a cool little thing. I kind of like it, and I honestly really like how those turtles are a lot easier to kill in this game, because I'm sure you know, in the PS1 version of Spyro the Dragon, those guys are so hard to dodge when they're small. You'll be charging towards them, and then they will just spit out their fire, and it really sucks, because it's really hard to dodge. You have to jump and charge into them.
Thank you for releasing me.
Damn, I didn't realize you had some killer shades, Grandpa. I really like that. That looks pretty cool. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, well, I just showed you can kill them when they're big, but oh my god, that kind of scared me. Let's try to kill those dogs when they're small little guys, which I'm happy they made the dogs look a little more ugly in this game, just because whenever you played the first game, you just kind of felt bad, because the dogs looked so cute. I'll probably put a picture of what the dogs looked like up right now, but they looked so freaking cute, and I loved them. Oh, I gotta watch out for this guy. Don't want to die. I really don't want to. God, this one's a pain. You kind of have to wait for it, just because you can't access that fool. Also, this section of the level is kind of just like a big circle right now. That chest right there we are not going to get for a tiny bit of time, because let's just say we have to make a big loop around, and then we can we can eventually get that. But I'm going to kill this guy, and apparently his brother too, because that was a very close call if you saw his flame arrow. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I think I mentioned it. I mentioned something about this in like 2 parts ago or a part ago, but this is the level with 5 frickin' dragons. Like, it's crazy.
You know, I think you just might be the dragon to defeat Nasty Nook.
That's me, all right.
Oh yeah, it is Spyro, because all the other dragons are kind of not able to do anything. Now, as you'll see, with only 3 dragons and a buttload of gems, we kind of have to take another path. You might have thought, oh, the level's over already, but no, it is not. Don't take that, that kind of just brings you back up. This is the path you need to take, since, like I said, taking that little, I don't even know what to call it. Oh yeah, the whirlwind, Jordan, Jesus. taking that whirlwind won't lead to much of anything, and you'll just be back closer to the beginning, I think. I'm not fully sure, but yeah. There is a lot more to this level. And by a lot more, I mean, well, let's just say there are 500 gems in this level, and as far as I know, we have not missed any gems. Yeah, we're only about halfway, so we have a lot to do, and I am so glad I didn't wait just a little bit longer there, because I would have missed that and it would have been bad. Also, look at that. That's like the beginning of the level, even though this haze is kind of hard. It makes it kind of hard to see, but I don't know how close to the beginning it was, but it was closer. Now, oh, this guy's a pain in the butt. You have to go and do that, because if you don't, as I mentioned before, he is one of the guys that will never turn on his light, and yeah, it's a little intimidating having to rush through all of those guys, but alas, we did it, because we are good at this game. And by good at this game, I mean I did die a few times on treetops. And by a few times, I mean quite a bit of times. Like, more times than I want to account for. Because I just wasn't used to the charging mechanic. Well, I got hit. I guess that shows that I am not a good player after all. And that mushroom took an odd amount of time to respawn. Either way, it doesn't really matter if you get hit in this level or not. There are so much mushroom fodder that you'll basically be fully healed all the time.
Thanks, Spyro. I'd love to help you catch Nasty, but I'd really hate to be trapped in Crystal again.
Don't worry. The only one that's gonna be trapped is him.
I feel like he's just a thank you for releasing me dragon in the original, because I don't fully remember that text. Also, this jump I'm a little scared to do. I say that after I finish the jump because, have any of you ever had, like, jumps or certain things in games that you died at as a kid, so all the time when you think about it, you just think about how you died there as a kid, and it kind of sucks? Well, that's one of those jumps. I don't even know if I was fully a kid when I did that jump. I just remember missing it and feeling really bad. But I mean, it's not too hard of a jump now thinking of it. Anyway, oh god. I always forget how long this freaking level is, and already another dragon. They really pound these dragons a lot in this level.
Thank you for releasing me.
Okay, that weirdo is the thank you for releasing me of this level, which, saying it like that makes me sound like there is one of those dragons in every single level, but that is not the case. And welcome to Hell Gauntlet. There are so many freaking enemies in this area. I don't think it's as bad as the one in Misty Bog, but it's still kinda bad. And honestly, it's like 10 times easier in this version. And I think it's just because you have full range of the camera in this game, whereas the original, you could really only move left and right with the bumpers, which I don't think that's a thing in this game. You can hit LT to kind of center the camera behind you, and then RT to flame, or whatever buttons on your specific console that you're playing on has those marked as. God, yeah. Speaking did not really work that well there. Now, going through all of this to just break that goddamn chest. Now, we have 465 gems. That looks like it is about what we need. So hopefully this is all the gems. And it is. Okay, whew. I almost had a heart attack for a second. But yeah, that's Dark Passage. Honestly, at times I wasn't sure what to commentate about, because the level does get a tiny bit monotonous, because there is a lot to do. And by that, I mean, with that extra side path, as you saw, like, that's like over half the level. You could speedrun this level and get through the entire thing just to get to the end goal, and it'll be perfectly fine. But adding that is it just doubles the length of the level, but I understand why, since we are really in the late game, so the levels are going to get harder and all the levels are longer now. Take that as you will, innuendo-wise or not, but we're getting into the thick of it. Anyway, that is about it for this... That is about it for this episode of Spyro the Dragon. In the next episode, we are going to be taking on Lofty Castle, which I might as well make my way to since it's pretty close and... Oh dang, are those guys gonna stay small? Oh, I guess they do once you change their size. Anyway, in the next episode, as I mentioned before, we are going to be taking on Lofty Castle and Haunted Towers. Or, I believe that's the name of the level. It's kind of messing with me right now. I'm thinking of a level in Spyro 3, but I believe it's Haunted Towers in this game. Which, next episode is most likely going to be a long episode, because both Lofty Castle and Haunted Towers are decently long levels, like, about the same length as Dark Passage, if not longer, and I'm doing both of them in a single episode, so expect like 26 minutes. So, this has been Jordan, saying see you later and goodbye until the next episode.